Hi, I'm David Kelly, Director of Major Projects at HoldenCAPITAL. I'd like to talk to you about GST costs and development finance. Your GST obligations are not a project cost as they are self-liquidating. However, they are a cost that you need to account for from a cash flow perspective. Financiers have a number of ways of dealing with GST. GST on initial land acquisition. Some funders require the GST to be covered from your own cash flow or capital. Others allow a temporary gearing excess to fund the GST on the undertaking that you claim the refund and the payment is directed to reduction of the debt. GST on development costs, developer funded. Here, progress claims are funded from the loan facility on a net of GST basis, and the developer is required to top up the payments to the builder or creditors for the GST portion and then claim the GST refund back to their own account. The developer will need to allow a cash reserve from the capital contribution sufficient to fund 10% of the first 2 months' estimated project costs. The GST refund claims then reimburse the cash reserve to provide for future GST outlays. GST funded by a separate overdraft facility. Some financiers will provide an overdraft facility, but they require an undertaking that the developer will claim the GST back on a monthly cycle and have the GST refund electronically credited to the nominated account. The overdraft is secured by the project security, but financiers differ in the LVR and LCR calculation, meaning that with some funders, if you finance the GST, your overall leverage on the project will be reduced. GST funded within the project finance facility. The financier allows the first 2 months' claims to be GST inclusive, but from month 3 onwards, progress claims allowable will be adjusted for the GST refund that should have been received by the developer from the claim 2 months previously. The developer still needs to manage their cash flow to account for the ins and outs over a 3-month cycle. In summary, while each situation is unique, in general we have found that the best outcome for the developer is to be provided with a GST overdraft facility that is excluded from the financier's calculations of its key ratios. For these reasons and many others, it's important to have the right financial expertise guiding your project finance requirements.
To find out more, contact the team at HoldenCAPITAL.